How does the screening process for DCF work in Massachusetts? The screening process for DCF in Massachusetts works in the following way. First, DCF gets a phone call from one of three people, either a mandated reporter, non-mandated reporter, or an anonymous reporter, that there is suspected child abuse and neglect. Then DCF gathers that information orally over the phone and puts it down on a form called the 51A. They then analyze the 51A and maybe do some more research into the allegations by making phone calls and determine whether to screen the allegation in to an investigation, where they must determine whether it's an emergency or non-emergency, or they screen it out and the allegation goes no further. Then what they do is they get as much pertinent information as they can to make the next decision they must make within 3 days. That is whether or not this call is and merits to be screened in, and if it is merited to be screened in, what do we screen it in for? Emergency or non-emergency investigation? The other step that DCF routinely takes is they do a background check. They check their own backgrounds, which is their central registry, to see if there's been any 51As, which is reports of child abuse or investigations supported against the family. And that's huge, because when you have history, then that is a forewarning. It is believed that history can teach us things, can tell us about what the future may happen. Not always, but it can be a pretty good predictor or indicator. I think that's important to keep in the back of your head. So DCF, when they get a report, they want to expand upon that mandated, non-mandated, or anonymous report, because that's just one reporter. So they try to verify and corroborate or disprove whether or not the allegation against whomever has been alleged to have abused or neglected a child is meritorious, so that whether they should or should not screen in or screen out that decision. If they screen it in, it goes to an investigator. That's a very serious thing. So DCF has a difficult and onerous task. And the job's not easy. And are there mistakes made? You betcha. Why? We're all human beings. I got my hand raised. I make mistakes every day. So does DCF. Will they admit that? Of course not. Or very rarely. The good workers will tell you, I screwed up, I effed up. And the bad ones still hide the mistakes. They'll stick them under the rug. And that's wrong. We're all human beings. We all have blemishes, flaws, and imperfections. We all make mistakes. I don't care who you are. If you're a human being, I can guarantee you will make mistakes. So does DCF. In their screening process, in their investigations, assessments, fair hearings, appeals, you name it, they make mistakes. We all do. Get over it.